Right, people. I said this year I'm going to put out more content than ever before. Obviously, my name is T'Challa Greaves, aka Mr. Mental Muscle. I am a teacher, an educator, personal trainer in training, nutritionist who just loves food and loves sharing ideas about food. So, this is going to be great for me. I love talking about motivation, what keeps people motivated, discipline, everything else in between. You can find me on all forms of social media, but I'm going to try and do as many videos of these as I can throughout my time. I used to do these loads on Facebook, but then I went, I don't want to do this anymore. But now I'm going to do this forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So my aim is to try and do one a day. So if we can do this for the rest of the year, I will do really, really well. But today I'm here to talk about why we quit and the 5 reasons in particular. I'm going to do this in 2 parts. So part 1 is going to be 5, part 2 is going to be 5 as well. So the 5 reasons why we quit, and that's the most important thing, because people think that we quit because we don't have the willpower and blah 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 blah. It's absolute nonsense. But here we go. Number 1 is the fear of failure. I say this to my students all the time. We all feel failure sometimes in our lives. I think fearing failure is really hard, to the point where I tell myself and my students to fail fast. I'm not out taking this. Fail fast, fail often, and by failing quick, it makes it easier. Also, when I'm lifting as well, if I get to 9 when I'm lifting and I cannot genuinely lift anymore, that is failure. But when I'm doing a squat, for example, my ring is doing that because I don't like to fail. Like me dropping the weight behind me, I don't like to fail. Okay. We have to get into these habits of actually thinking, well, if I fail now, it means later on I might not fail, but I'm going to learn from the lesson that I'm failing now in that part. Okay. Number 2, a lack of persistence. People don't seem to realize the more and more you persist at something, the better you become at it. People say practice makes perfect. It doesn't. Practice just makes practice. And the more and more you practice at it, the more and more you persist at it, the easier it becomes to do that skill and repeat that skill over and over again. I say this with food and with cooking. The more and more you practice and persist and meal prep and do all these things that you think, oh, this is so restrictive, this is time consuming, like that, the more and more you do it, the more and more you persist, the easier it becomes. Okay, number 3, feeling overwhelmed. Now, I say this, even though I'm posting this on social media, like the fear of being overwhelmed, because you see so much on social media, you see so much of the ideal body, the best food, the best houses, the best lifestyle. And we all know lots of social media is fake anyway. It's fake houses, fake food. They don't eat like that all the time, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Don't be overwhelmed. Just realize that what you see out there isn't always real. Take a step back and just put yourself in that place where you think to yourself, actually, I'm in a good place right now. I'm doing the right things. I don't need to be overwhelmed by social media. Swipe, put the phone down, don't worry about it. Go for a walk, drink some water, have a cup of tea. Don't stress about it. That's the most important thing. Okay. Lack of motivation. Now, people, I've got to say this because you won't always be motivated. That's the biggest thing that I've found. You won't always be motivated with whatever you do. Okay? People go, oh, I'm going to get up at 5:30. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to go to the gym. And the alarm goes off at 5:30 and your bed is warm, it's cozy, it's dark outside. You just think to yourself, I won't do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. I won't do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. I won't do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. That is a lack of motivation. What you need is discipline. Discipline to say, actually, today's Monday, I'm going to set my example for the rest of the week and go, I'm going to get up today, I'm going to do that walk today, I'm going to go to the gym today, I'm going to set myself up for the rest of the week. That is discipline. You won't always be motivated, but discipline is something that you can genuinely have throughout your time. Okay, making it easy. Final one on this list of 5 is negative feedback. Now, you will see it all the time. I see it all the time. I post on social media and someone will put a snarky comment underneath and go, oh, roids. And I just think to myself, well, even if I did take roids, I wouldn't be in the shape I'm in now. I'd be in better shape. And then I have this thought process that actually thinks, well, why am I going to respond to this person who sat behind a laptop or behind their phone that their parents bought for them? Like straight away, I just think to myself, well, what's that doing for me and my mindset? It's not really something that's positive for me. So how can I turn that into a positive? How can I flip what that person has said and make that positive for myself? Because I just think to myself, I'm actually quite a positive person. When I sat and thought about it today, the one thing I dislike about people is people who are negative. Like in this life, you have people who are radiators and drains, okay? I'm a radiator. I unleash the most amount of energy I can from the moment I get up to the moment I sit on my bed at night when I have a bedtime. Yes, I have a bedtime. I'm 43 with a bedtime. But I think to myself, actually, this is my time to actually go, I'm positive. For those 12, 14 hours, I'm maximum positive because it's what I need. In order to get through the day, I need to be positive because other people around me are going to be negative. They can be the drains all they want. I'm going to be a positive person. And that is what you need in your life. People will always be negative around you. They will always give you negative feedback. You're not doing this. Oh, so-and-so did this diet. I thought you were going to the gym. I thought you were on a diet. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not on a diet, by the way. I don't do diets. Okay? However, people are always going to be negative. Your job is to be as positive as you can and reinforce that positive in yourself and find ways to be positive about yourself. Write down things that are positive. Do your I ams every morning. I am strong. I am healthy. I am well. I am wealth. All these things are going to make you positive. When you stand in the mirror first in the morning, positive reinforcement is what you need. Do not listen to the negative. Ladies and gentlemen, that is part one of reasons why people quit. Okay, as always, I'm your host here on this weird podcast, video cast, whatever we're calling this. What the health? We'll call it What the Health. Okay. Until next time, you can find me. I'm trying to post every single day. If you see my face, like my stuff, comment on my stuff, give me some feedback. That'll be appreciated. And as always, I will see you on the next episode.